Hello, this is Chan Abraham speaking from Daybreak Ministries with Thought for the Day. Recently, Mandy, my wife, and I had the joy of attending the 70th birthday celebration of a good friend. In fact, if I mentioned her name here, she would be very well known since, among other things, she had been one of our local mayors in recent years. What I found very interesting, amongst many other things when we were there, was to look at the photographs that captured different aspects of her life. I learned things about this lady that I did not know at all, and they were really quite spectacular. They were interesting, they were engaging, they were inspiring, they were motivating. And I think that's true of all of us. We all have things that we could shout about and tell others about, but perhaps we just hold back. We're so British in that regard. We are full of understatement. Well, today, one of the things I'd like to encourage all of my listeners to do is to think about celebrating who you are, what you have done, what your life really means. So often we overlook the fact that we mean something, that our lives do account for something. In fact, the Bible is very clear about that. The Bible tells us in the words of Jesus that God, our Heavenly Father, is even concerned about small birds, little sparrows that fall to the ground. He's aware of them. He knows the very hairs of our heads, and they are numbered. Indeed, the Bible story shows us that so great is the love and concern that God has for us, that He came in the form of His own dear Son, Jesus, to give up His life, to die for us, and to make it possible for us to find out what life is really all about. I'd like to encourage all of us to think about this. Your life has a purpose. Your story is important. Your dreams count. Your voice matters. You were born to make an impact. And the evidence that you mean so much is actually found in the Bible, as I say, because God has shown how much He values each one of us. For me, this is what makes following Jesus so special, so spectacular, so distinctive from any other thought or belief or ideology, that this love is at the very center of the message, and it means that every human being, irrespective of their background, their views, their values, and actually whether they believe or don't believe, everyone matters so much. So let's go about our day to day, bearing in mind that we are important, we're important to God, and that we have something valuable to contribute in the world in which we live. Let's make this day a day in which we say something good is going to happen to me today. And that's the thought for today.